Welcome to Manly Jobs. This is part one of a two-part series about cable logging. Today, we're going to be down with choker setters and rigging slingers and the guys on the ground doing some of the hardest work in logging. Then we'll show a second part later about how to get those logs to the landing and to the mill. So join us for this exciting episode right here on Manly Jobs. What we see here is a cable logging operation with full suspension. Full suspension means logs are going to be all the way off the ground when they go back to the yarder. They're not dragging them along the ground as they go. This is one of the ways that they cable log, and you're getting a first-hand look at it right now. We're here with Tristan Calkins, a former Sweet Home High School student of mine, who is now a choker setter here with THI. Tristan, what got you started in this?
The original start would probably be the forestry class in Sweet Home High School. I didn't know what a choker was or much of anything about logging until then. And then my uncle, who still works for THI, is a cutter and was out in the brush with us and got me out here when we were short on hands.
Awesome. So what do you like about this job?
It's very satisfying. You get to see the progress you've made at the end of the day. I'm in the woods, I'm exercising, I'm staying active, and most importantly, making money.
Yeah, and you were an athlete in high school. How does that translate to what you're doing now?
I did a lot of cross country and just endurance, and it showed me how to work hard, and especially in high school with teammates, and how to be a team player.
Well, and that's a big deal, right? Being a team player, because you're not out here by yourself.
Yep.
You know, you're working as a group, and so communication, teamwork, all that comes into play.
Yep.
So explain this entire, from where they are right now, Tristan, until the logs are airborne and headed out.
So what we're doing right now is the crew has hooked up the turn, which has been set with the choker, onto the carriage. They're going to use the whistles to communicate with the yarder and let the yarder engineer know that he needs to go ahead on the car to start the process of bringing the logs into the landing. Once the car moves a little bit, we're going to start going up on the bugs, which will start the process of getting the wood in the air. And then once everything's kind of out of the danger of the crew in the air, then he'll blow a hup-ho or two whistles, and the engineer takes it from there, and then it's up onto the landing for them to deal with.
For our viewers that don't know, forestry terminology, explain what a bug is.
A bug is it's the device that you'll see them wear that communicates with the carriage and the yarder. The red ones on the left hip use whistles that you probably heard up on the landing that let certain whistles mean certain things. The ones on the right hip can directly control the carriage and the drop line, which is the line that hooks up to the hook, which in return hook up to the choker.
Cade, why did you choose this as your career? I mean, because you had a lot of options you could be doing right now, yet you choose to be here.
Actually, your class helped me because assignment that you had to call someone's boss and talk to him. And I talked to my dad's boss, which is the yarder engineer, and I talked to Brock Coda. And then I've always been interested in it, because my dad's been doing it.
What do you enjoy about being out here?
I love being in the woods. You can find shed horns, nice, beautiful weather. Sometimes it's not always beautiful, but yeah.
You were saying you saw something cool earlier this week?
I saw some bobcats
cool.
this morning.
Coming to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rare. Not everybody gets to see a bobcat.
Yeah. And I saw a couple bucks too.
Well, yeah, that's always a possibility.
Yeah.
I think for the general public, you don't understand, it's not just about the job, the 9 to 5, the 6 to 4 like they do, but it's the other fringe things that happen that make it really enjoyable. So Tristan caught the chokers. He's gonna pull those ones that have already, or that aren't set yet, out of the way. And then the actual boss of the area, Mr. Hawley's gonna come out and he's gonna pull his hook out to where Cade has already set the chokers. This is the position you work up to where you're not doing quite as much physical stuff and setting chokers. You're the boss, you're kind of the one that's watching things as things happen out here, and safety is your #1 goal. Join us next time as we finish cable logging on the landing with Brock Coda and the THI crew. Tristan, what got in, stop.
I'm just gonna keep rolling.
You're gonna use that one too, I know it.